In Poland, higher education in music is provided by 8 universities. The quality of education those schools provide is well reflected by the fortunes of their graduates. Prize-winning laureates of musical contests and successful soloists, virtuosos and members of renowned orchestras, choirs and music ensembles. To maintain this high standard of education, those universities can now avail themselves of a range of European Union initiatives. The Erasmus program, aimed at facilitating trans-border cooperation between universities, is one of them. Poland joined the Erasmus program 11 years ago. At present, over 230 Polish universities participate in the program, with 16 of them being universities of arts.
Przyglądamy się trochę bliżej uczelniom artystycznym, ponieważ widzimy tutaj taki dodatkowy wymiar.
We have taken a closer look at universities of arts because we believe they can generate an additional dimension of this trans-border cooperation. We would like to show the students in the process of their development, professional and intellectual, to show the path they are treading on and how Erasmus helps them to acquire and develop specific professional competencies as well as more general skills. Music is a universal language, a very interesting one. It is worth examining how students of arts universities cooperate. This cooperation is free from certain initial barriers faced by others, because art students already share a universal language.
Pewnym uniwersalnym językiem, który łączy.
The Fryderyk Chopin University of Music in Warsaw is the oldest and largest higher school of music in Poland. Its beginnings date back to 1810, when a school of drama, later turned a university of music, was established within the structure of the National Theatre. The same year saw the birth of Fryderyk Chopin, the university's later patron, who studied there in the years 1826-1829. The Fryderyk Chopin University of Music joined the Erasmus program in 2002. Since then, 75 students and 42 lecturers participated in Erasmus mobility. At the same time, the university hosted 20 students and 15 lecturers from foreign universities. The group of Erasmus students includes violinists, as well as many percussion and woodwind and brass players. The exchange goes both ways. Lectures, vocal classes and masterclasses are particularly popular. However, students are the most numerous group of beneficiaries. Almost 20 students visit a foreign university every year. Regretfully, we host much fewer people, 6, 7 at the most. Kasia and Franek are 24 years old. They are fifth-year students of the Instrumental and Teaching Department at Warsaw University of Music branch in Białystok. They spent last year as Erasmus students at the Royal Flemish Conservatory in Brussels. Everything in the conservatory went smoothly. Everyone was eager to help us. We could ask all possible questions at specially organized information meetings. The difference was striking from the very first class. It was a completely different style of comments, of looking at what I do and how I play. In Poland, I had worked with the same teacher from secondary school onwards. So it's obvious that if you go to study with someone else, this person notices aspects that we haven't discussed for years with my professor at home.
Zajęcia miałem raz w tygodniu.
I had a class once a week, usually 1 to 1.5 hours long, but it were very effective sessions indeed. There were no drill-like repetitions, aimed at making me play a piece in just one recommended way. My teacher would explain why he thinks that I should do this and not that. And, well, he frequently was absolutely right. It's a completely different style of higher education, which, in my opinion, focuses less on the technique and more on the general musicality and performance. To my amaze, I discovered that I started to listen more attentively to what I was actually playing.
Muzykalności, wykonaniu.
Kasia too sees a lot of benefits from her studies in Brussels.
Od liceum miałam problemy z aparatem gry.
From secondary school onwards, I've had problems with technique. I had problems with the right and left hands, how I held the bow. As a result, I spent a few years trying to correct it, and such habits are very difficult to eliminate. My whole attention was on controlling all technical aspects of my play, rather than just playing. And it was in Brussels that, already during the first class, I realized that I can just sit down and concentrate on the phrase, and not on whether each finger is placed correctly, if the hand is working properly, and whether it all looks alright. I was very surprised when they told me that I practically have no technical problems at all, and that everything that seemed so difficult to me is only in my head, that I can just do it. But my way of thinking is simply holding me back. Over there, people are not pressed so hard as we are in Poland. Here we are taught from the very start that we have to be instrumentalists, soloists. That is the prevailing approach. In Brussels, the approach is more relaxed and better for the student, because they play just for the joy of it.
Grają po to, żeby grać, dlatego, że im to sprawia przyjemność.
Basia is 23 years old and studies piano at the Janacek Academy of Music in Brno. 4 months ago, she came as an Erasmus student to the University of Music in Warsaw.
Słyszałam, że tutaj w szkole fortepian.
I heard that over here piano is an instrument of great tradition and piano music is of a very high standard. That's why I wanted to come and benefit from whatever I can.
Wykorzystać z tego, co mogę.
Basia sees many differences in the approach to students.
Kiedy porównam pani profesor w Czechach i tutaj, tutaj bardzo...
When I compare my teacher in Czech Republic and my teacher here, I can see that I learn very quickly. I memorize musical pieces much faster and the progress in everything is faster too. I get lots of advice, how to control stage fright, how to play more at ease, how to memorize scores faster. I'm also learning new ways of thinking, of working only with the musical text, without the piano, the instrument.
Nowe sposoby po prostu myślenia, pracę tylko z nutami bez fortepianu, bez instrumentu.
Ona jest fantastycznym, pozytywnym przykładem osoby, która jest...
Basia is a fantastic example of a person who is extremely receptive, very open and trustful. It's a great reward to be looking forward to seeing her results. We have now started the second semester and I'm enthusiastic that she can achieve even more.
Drugi semestr, żeby tych postępów oczekiwać coraz większych.
Ja właśnie teraz próbuję zrobić takie przejście tutaj, by mogłam...
I'm now trying to switch from an Erasmus student to regular enrollment. I like it here very much, not only in terms of music, but also in terms of life and atmosphere in the school, the mood of the city, and its concert life, eminent artists I can meet here. That's why I'd like to stay.
Możliwości chodzić na koncerty, gdzie bardzo tutaj są wybitni, znajomi artyści. Właśnie dlatego by tu chciałam zostać i wykorzystać.
Erasmus is a skill development program addressed not only to students. The exchanges also serve academic lecturers to develop their teaching competencies.